Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Milton here to do another movie review. This time I'm doing the movie title, Iron Man. Iron Man was released May 2008 and it's directed by Jon Favreau. And this movie stars Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Terrence Howard. I want to say also, I'm looking here at my notes is in this movie as well, Jeff Bridges. This movie is the kickoff to the official Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I have to say, I didn't see this movie in theater. I don't know why I didn't see this movie in theater. I think Dark Knight came out. Dark Knight was coming out that year, and I was really into the Dark Knight movie and that Christopher Nolan trilogy. But no, when Iron Man came out, I have to say I was very surprised. And I'll get into my positives and negatives in a minute, but I have to say this movie, I think pretty much is flawless from beginning to end, in my opinion. I think it's a pretty perfect film. You know, Jon Favreau is a really good director. He just did The Jungle Book. I think he did Iron Man 2 as well. But he does a great job at telling a clear, concise story. He doesn't go off the beaten path. He doesn't overdo it. I think it was perfect, and this is my positives about it. Robert Downey Jr., he's the man in this movie. He kicks a lot of ass. He's funny. He's charismatic. He's charming. He's snarty. He's a dick. But you like all that in his movie. Like, he's a ladies' man. He's a billionaire playboy philanthropist. You love all that. He's a genius. And seeing where his character is from the beginning of the movie to the end is beautifully done. Like, he's a selfish guy who has lots of money in the beginning of the movie. He's all about selling his weapons and making the war profit. Some stuff happens where he gets caught up in the action of being at the war. Something happens to his chest where he gets blown up. He's got metal shards stuck near his heart that could kill him. So he has a ghetto style surgery done to him to keep him from dying, so he can build his weapon for these terrorists. And these terrorists are using Tony. They're like, listen, Tony Stark, you are I want to say the master of death, or the painter of death, or something like that they call him. And they said, we want you to build a Jericho missile. Build your Jericho missile for us. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. He's like, if you don't, I'm going to kill this guy. So he pretty much agrees to do it. And just seeing how Tony Stark realizes, you know what my family's legacy all about, we need to change it. His father, Howard Stark, is known for helping with the Manhattan Project and with World War II, defeating the Nazis and Hydra. And Tony took up that mantle after his parents died, and became a war profiteer. And after Tony saw what his weapons can really do, he was like, no, I can't do this anymore. And he decides to, escape from this situation he's in the desert, and create the Iron Man suit. And I thought it was dope. How Jon Favreau told that story was beautifully done. Listen, I can watch this movie multiple times and never get bored with it. Seriously, never get bored with it. And it's just because it's a great story. It's well told. Another positive about this movie is Gwyneth Paltrow. She's charming. She's sexy. She plays Pepper Potts. Can't say nothing wrong about her. She's beautiful. She's a great actress. And that's it. Marvel got talent. Marvel got talent. That's what they did. It is what it is. Oh, and back to Robert Downey Jr. Marvel didn't even want him at first. He was a liability. Let's not forget, people. Just about 10 years ago, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, he's a working actor, but people didn't want to touch him at the time because he had issues with drugs and alcohol. Partying too much, getting caught up in that life, and people thought he was wasting his talent, and he bounced back, and that's a big, we have to give a big thanks to Jon Favreau for really championing, Robert Downey Jr. and bringing him in the fold and say, hey, we want this. He's the guy. And Robert got his life together, man. Look at him now. He is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's the reason. He's not the reason why people go and watch the movies, because Marvel is his own brand and whatnot. But he brings in a lot of that revenue. He's star power. People love Iron Man. People love Iron Man probably as much as they love Batman or Superman. It's crazy right now. So, and Iron Man was really not that big of a character back in 8 years ago. So it is what it is. But then you got Gwyneth Paltrow is a positive, and then you have Jeff Bridges playing the villain to Iron Man. And Jeff Bridges does a really good job as a villain. Now, was he the greatest villain in the cinematic universe? Hell no. But he served his purpose, and I thought he did a good job at playing Obadiah Stane and bringing something to the picture. And again, Jeff Bridges is a great actor. He brought it again. He definitely served his purpose. He had a great motivation. He had a great story that was told, and that was cool to see. Terrence Howard, I loved him as Rhodey. He was eventually replaced by Don Cheadle, which is unfortunate. That was just a whole drama issue with him not getting his money. But I thought he did a good job playing Rhodey. I would have loved to see him as Rhodey, but now I'm used to Don Cheadle now in that Rhodey position. I'm like, all right, well, Terrence Howard, you could have walked. You could have had a gold mine, bro. But look, Terrence Howard's still doing his thing. He's got that show Empire on Fox. I'll probably review that later. But yeah, so that was cool. I want to give a shout out to Kevin Feige. He's another positive because Kevin Feige, he is the brainchild of this whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Without his direction and guidance, we wouldn't have 12 to 13 films right now. Right now, recently I just reviewed Captain America: Civil War. That movie wouldn't happen without this first Iron Man. Okay, again, Kevin Feige and Jon Favreau should get a lot of credit for starting something that's great. Everyone wants to see it. Really, let's think about it. Marvel has not made a bad film yet. And people may say, well, Iron Man 2 was, that bad film. I disagree. It grossed a lot more than its predecessor, which is Iron Man. It still got a good score on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, was it shoehorning a little bit too much Avenger references? Yeah, but I enjoyed it. I mean, I liked it. I know a lot of people do like Iron Man 2, and it's not a bad film. It's just some people were a little put off by, a lot of the references to Avengers setting it up, but it is what it is. You have to it's setting up a whole universe so people should get over that. But yeah, they haven't made a bad film yet. Even the Hulk movie that came out the next, a couple months later that year, that Hulk standalone really not that bad of a film. And I would have loved to see Edward Norton Jr. stay longer, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, Kevin Feige, man, off the hook. And like I said, I really don't have many negatives to say about this film, man. I think this is a perfect movie when it comes to for what it is. Great first act, great second act, great third act. Just seeing how again Iron Man and / Tony Stark is developed over the whole film. See him create his tech. See him be conflicted about his weaponry and wanting to shut down the program, and seeing how his personality is. He's such an interesting character that people can get behind this guy. And I think that's why people love Iron Man. They love Tony Stark. Ladies love Tony Stark. Guys want to be Tony Stark. You know what I'm saying? People want to hang out with this guy. And Robert Downey Jr. has become Tony Stark. He's become the alter ego. And it's pretty fucking badass. So, yeah, man, like I said, I don't have anything negative to say. I really enjoyed this. I really thoroughly enjoyed this movie. So, I'm going to grade it as go see this mofo. Just because, again, I think it's a perfect Marvel film. A great superhero movie. Is it the best superhero movie of all time? No. We just saw Captain America: Civil War. That movie's off the chain. But this thing, it's a top 3 for Marvel for sure. No question. Or top 5 for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, again, go see this mofo. It's off the chain. Look for my review of The Incredible Hulk, the second movie in this Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, there you have it, folks. My review of Iron Man. Have you seen Iron Man? Are you going to get Iron Man? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Like I always say, comment, like, and subscribe. Peace.
What up? Hey, shout it what it is. What up? Hey, shout it what it is. What up? Hey, shout it what it is. Little buddy, what you on? Some violent shit. Two-stepping laid back still.